Hey guys, it's Haley from Haley's Design Studios. Welcome back if you're new. Welcome back if you're old. welcome in if you're new. This week's video is going to be my 24-hour challenge. I'm getting ready to set my timer. We're going to go over the rules and little regulations that I put together for the Discord. As y'all probably know, I am a part of excuse me, sorry y'all, of Cat's Crafty Crochet Corners Discord and Patreon. And because I am part of her Patreon and Discord, we have decided to do something very, very fun. And it was my idea. So I have this ready to start. Okay, she put it on Instagram. There it is, okay. Alright, so it says, this is what it looks like if my camera will focus. That's what it looks like. So it says 24-hour crochet challenge, no whips. So that means it can't be anything that you've previously have started. No going over the time limit, so only crocheting 24 hours. Start and stop timer as necessary because it is not a 24-hour straight through challenge. Although you can do 24 hours straight through if you want to. I do not. I'm working. I cannot. I'm pregnant. I cannot. It is okay to have whips after the 24 hours, as we all know that we put down a project to pick up a new project. Just don't count the whip as a finished project at the end. So what that means is that you will have two different counts if you have whips, which means you have what count is whips, what count is finished projects, and you are just to show them. This is not about seeing like you have no limitations on what you can make or anything like that. You just have a time limit. When you're crocheting, you start the timer. If you're not crocheting, you stop the timer. And it says tag Haley's Design Studios with the hashtag 24. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. 24-hour crochet challenge on Instagram. So, with that being said, this was something I thought of to end the month of March with, and I just told the girls, let's just do something fun, do something we hadn't done yet, and let's get cracking, get rolling. Okay. So while I'm at work and I'm crocheting, I'm not starting the challenge. But while I am at home, I will be doing the challenge. So I've got my yarn picked out, and I'm going to show it to you so you can see what I plan on making. Plan on making mallards, so I have white, green, brown, orange. And I am particularly making the Baby Della Duck loveys with this yarn, because I'm hoping to have 8. I would like 3 mallards, 3 yellow, and then 2 in the vintage white. So I did the vintage white while I was at work. I will take those and finish those up tomorrow at work. But so tonight we'll be prepping and doing the mallards, because I need a lot of colors, so it's just easier to batch make these in one sitting. Plus, this will also be a great project to use up a whole bunch of yarn at one time. I did use a skein of yarn today. I finished up the vintage white. that I had with me. So that's great. I finished up the yellow mystical last night. So yeah. So I probably will start after we get a shower. But yes, I will be back to show y'all what I have gotten done once I take a break. Once I get started, and then like what I'll come back on and show you what I get done during the break. I'm hoping to get 2 hours in the night. So we shall see. But anyways, bye guys. Hey guys, I'm coming on. It's almost 10 o'clock. I started the timer for 24 hours. This is where I'm at. So a little over 2 hours. And I was able to get this far in one mallard, this far in another, and then this far in this one. I have 2 feet left. For this duck, then they need beaks and eyes, and then they'll be done. So I may stay up a few more minutes just to get them all to the same point, but I will show you the progress I make in the morning or tomorrow afternoon. But I'll catch y'all later. Hey guys, alright, so today I took a skein of yarn with me. I took Sage and the Premier Basics, and I was like, I'm in a big real lovey kick right now, and like I want to make all the baby things right now. But I need things for my markets. Like I don't need things for my baby just yet. We're adding a few things to his collection here and there. But as far as actually making anything, I haven't made a whole lot for him. Made him a blanket. I want to make him a quilt, which that's sewing and stuff like that. So, but like I'm in a baby kick mode, and I guess that's because I'm pregnant, and like I really want to make all the baby things. So my goal this week is to hit my 8 mallard ducks. I am proud to say I am almost at that goal. 3 are gonna be a part of this challenge, and we'll see if I make any more. I would like to get some white baby yellow ducks in, but we'll just have to see what all that entails. So I'm gonna tell you where my timer is at. Let me start the day. So it's 20 hours, 42 minutes, 31 seconds. So this lovey I did at work. I did use my timer. His head's a bit crooked. So, but I may just try to like finagle it, because it's not too bad. But you know, if you've ever done the Mama Made minis, the Mama Loveys, they just try and fix the body, or tilt the head down so it's not so noticeable. That you know that this is very hard to do. So, but I do have a lovey done. So I got this done, the tail, and the arms done. So this just needs to be assembled. Things need to be weaved in. The feet need to have a little stuffing in them. And then sew all these on, and then do the bobbles down. So that will be the first thing we probably do that. Get him ready to add eyes, and then I'm going to add eyes to him. And then the 3 baby Della ducks that I did. Last night I told you I was going to try and get them all to the same spot. So I did. They all have their feet on now. They all have their beaks. All they need is their eyes. And then they are done. So, I do like this. So these are almost done projects. But I mean, in less than 4 hours, just really, a little over 3, I've gotten like 3 mallard bodies completely done. I've almost got a whole dinosaur lovey done. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm hoping in 4 hours I can at least have this guy, all of this done. My mallard ducks I am going to sell for $35 because there's a little bit more color change. Or I might do $32. I really haven't made up my mind yet. I'll make up my mind after I do that. Because my regular Della ducks in solid colors, besides the beak and the feet, are $30. So I need to compare this. Do I have? Yeah. Okay, so the first day I made a baby Della duck. And like I said, there's no different in size. This one's just a little bit more work. So I think I'm going to charge $32 for this one. $32 to $35 and $30 for this guy. But just so y'all can see, he doesn't actually count. I did him Monday, I believe. I did him. No, Monday I finished this guy up. And did this. And then at work I did this guy. And I may have had to put the pieces together on this guy. And then big belt. So as you can tell, I've been in a duck mood all week. For the last like couple of days. So, but yeah. Most of this was because I wanted to use up the mystical. And as you can tell, I ran out of yarn chicken. But that's okay. I used up a skein of yarn. And I was able to get some projects done. So this is going to go into a whip pile. These two are going to get eyes. This guy's just going to get priced and get put into inventory. I don't know what I'm going to price him at yet, though. I do like him in the mystical yellow. I do like the ducks in mystical yellow versus regular yellow. So, but there's that. But I mean, this week, I've done a lot of stuff. Like, I can't wait to show you. We're going to have 2 separate videos for this 1 week of stuff. Because I got a video of things like that I didn't make in the 24-hour challenge while I wasn't working the timer. And then I have things that, then I'll have the stuff that I did in the 24-hour challenge. So, but with that all being said, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to get back to working. I'll come back on once I've actually done something. Hey guys. Alright, so I am officially at a stopping point. We are at 20 hours and 5 seconds left, which is great. I finished embroidering the eyes and knotting the legs on this guy. So like I said, he will be 45. These guys will be 32, and I am loving the baby mallard. I am loving them. So in 4 hours, because I'm not even going to count the 5 seconds, because why? Sorry. So it's 32, it's 96 in ducks. Then, plus 45 is $141 in 4 hours. Now I know what you're thinking. Did I do that right? Let me check math. Hang on. I don't think I did that right. Nope, I'm pretty sure I did. No, I did. Okay. Sometimes I have to double check myself because pregnancy brain gets me adding up things funky. So now let's do that. So if I have $141 divided by 4 hours, I made $35.25 per hour if I was to go to a market and sell these. If all of these sold. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm really excited about these. That makes some things off my list. I am going to make a variety of dinos. So I'm going to tell you the next dino I'm going to make. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep all the heads, prep all the arms, prep all the tails. Then I'm going to go in and do the body for all of them. They're all going to get white bobble stitches for the spikes. But I'm going to do one in this color. This is all Premier Basic, by the way, in the dinos, except for the bobbles. Those are done in baby blanket white. So I'm going to do one in this color, do one in this color, and then I'm going to do one in this color. That's a really cute combination. Just be cute for a matching set of dinos if you were going to have twins. So there's that. But yeah, I'm going to get the timer back going. We're gonna crank out some stuff tonight because I want to get a good dent in this timer before the weekend hits. Because I don't know what the weekend's going to entail for me. So, let's get rocking. Let's get rolling. Hey guys. Alright. So, it is now 7 hours into the challenge. We're sitting at 17 hours. And I have made 2 more Dino loveys. So let me show you all of these together. I think this color combination is super cute. He's probably my favorite out of the 3 that I have made. Because I just love dinos in the sage green. They just look so great to me. Okay. So, this is how much I have left of one skein of the Premier Basics after doing a lovey. So you can get a lovey out of one skein of the Premier Basics. So that is, I charge $45 for these, so that's $90 in 3 hours. So let me see how much that actually is. So I made $90 in 3 hours. So it's $30 an hour. Just decent. I mean, I probably could have made these quicker, but they really do take me at least an hour. So I was hoping to stay around 35, but $30 an hour, I really can't complain for these. So, but that gives me, let's do the breakdown right now. We have 96 in the mallards that I made. I have 3 of these. So we're sitting at 231 total. We're going to divide that by 7. So right now my average is $33 an hour. Not too bad for this challenge. And I'm crossing off a lot of like my big, medium size market makes. So but now I need to figure out what's the next thing I need to make. I think I'm gonna do Stacy's cat or something. I want something new. But yeah, I will be back on probably tomorrow to update y'all on what I have left finished. Hey guys, alright, so it's Saturday morning. It's 8 o'clock. I did not get much sleep last night. It was just a rough night. So I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna crochet some things, try and knock off as much of this timer as I can today. Some things I have planned today is making a white duck. Hoping to make a baby Della duck, and it's doing 2 of those. I will make a couple spiders using this leftover yarn I have from Dino's. I want to see if I can get a leggy frog or 2 out of this. So there's that. Oh, I did make a well last night. This was the last thing I made. So in an hour and 37 minutes, I made a whale, spider, and a big rubber duck. So, let's see what all we can get done today. I'm going to make me a list here in just a few minutes of what are some things I need to make. I do need to go through inventory at one point to see what I've got. I know I need to make gators. I know I need to make frogs and a few other things. But, like, I really want to get these baby Della ducks done because I know once I get them done, then, like, I don't have to worry about them again. So, that's the goal with that. So, once I have more accomplished, I will be back on to say what all I did and what all I got done. The timer is at 15 hours, 23 minutes, and 33 seconds. So, let's see what we can get done. I'll probably check back in again around the 12-hour mark. And show you what I have done. And then I'll probably check in again around the 9-hour mark, 6-hour mark, 3-hour mark, and then when the timer is over. And then we'll do a big, like, overview of what all did I do this week during the 24-hour challenge. I have today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday left to do this challenge. So I have 4 more days to get this done, but I would like to get it done over the weekend. So I mean, if I sat down and stayed busy, I probably could get it done all day. But I'm probably not. So, I'll be back later. Hey guys, so I thought I would come on here and update you on our 24-hour challenge. For me, it is going all the way through the end of March. I gave myself, because we started last Sunday. I did not start Sunday, I started Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember what day I started, I'm not even gonna lie. You can, editing Haley will probably put it here when I started, or like at the recap when I go back and look at the video while I'm editing. But I thought I'd come on here and show you things that I have gotten done since the last time I updated you guys. And show you the timer and where we're at. Okay. So the last time I showed y'all the timer, we were at 15 hours, I think. We are now at 9 hours, 58 minutes, 58 seconds. I find that very weird. They ended that way, but that's okay. And in the time since updating you guys, because I don't remember if I updated you guys the night date. Saturday night, I think. But anyway, Saturday night I did this. Then I also did a spider in that color. Always making spiders, always. You can never have enough small things, small handheld things that fit between your $10 and $25 item. Just saying. Then the next day, took the yarn from that I had left over from one of the Dino loveys, and I made a spider, the top to the whale, and a turtle shell. And I think it was either this, no, I think it was in this. I ended up having to get into a new skein of yarn just to finish him out. But that's okay, because I was trying to use up the skein. I didn't have that much left, and I really didn't want to hang on to it. So, I'm putting my scrap bin. So, I do still have a little bit of this left. I'm probably going to see if it's enough to get me a wheel out of it. And that's what I really do. Like, people ask me, like, how I market prep and stuff. I look at my scraps, I look at what I have, and I just start making things with them, making small things with them. Whales, spiders, dolphins, sharks. Because sharks don't have to be gray and white. I sell multiples of them in all different kinds of colors. Then I made this. Then I made the turtle shell as well. And then I made this turtle shell. So then last night, or yesterday, I should say, I was looking for something big to make. And this is my puppy dog that I made. He's kind of sitting with his head cocked to the side, waiting on a treat or a ball to be thrown. So, but I love him. I'm probably going to charge $60 or $65 for this guy. Maybe even $70. I gotta talk with Kat and see what she says. So, prices to be determined on this guy. I'm gonna go with 65 because this is what my gut's telling me. Turtles. I have 3 of them. I just got these finished. And in an hour, I was able to make the heads, the bodies, stuffed and so shut. I think I had like 15 minutes left. So, I mean, I probably could have gotten a shell done. But if that tells you anything about how time consuming it is to do these. And that is with working difficult yarn. Like, this green yarn was not the easiest yarn to work with. But anyways, it's 65 plus 60 is 125. My duck is 30. So it's 35. I did make a gator. I'm gonna make a couple more of these because I don't have much of that green yarn left. I have this much left of it. So I'm gonna make a couple of gators, make a couple of frogs, and hopefully finish this up. So charging 12 for this guy. So I said that was 155, 155, 167. Okay, now this is where I'm gonna get a calculator. I'm gonna add this up. 65 plus 16 plus. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry guys, it's Sunday. I thought Kat had started her live early. I was about to be mad because, like, I'm not ready. But, yeah. Christ is averted. Okay. So, this makes 36. Plus this 8 from 167 puts us at 211. And since the last time I've updated you, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna roughly estimate that about 5.5 hours. So 211 divided by 55.5. Roughly $38. So that's not bad in 5.5 hours. So, but like I said, I'm adding some smaller things. And I've got some medium-sized things I'm adding. Because I really need to restock turtles. And I just really hadn't been in the turtle mood. But with these challenges, I find myself making more turtles because it's a pattern I can memorize and I can take to work with me, and I don't have to take stuffing because then I don't have to sew them shut, because I leave off the last round on this guy instead, because it's 12 and then it wants you to decrease a round. I don't do the decrease around. I stop at 12 and stuff it and sew it closed. But it also makes it sit better. So, and then, you know, a few bigger things. So, I think I'm doing pretty well. For this challenge, I'm still at 6 loveys. I did not make any Della ducks or anything like that. So, but before we go off, I am going to go ahead and total up. We're going to see we have about 10 hours left. So we've used about 14 hours. I'm going to tally up what I've got. So that was 211 there, plus 96, plus 45, plus 90. So we're at 442 for the week, for where I'm at so far with this challenge. Say a week and a half. if I was to divide that by 14, okay, I'm at 31 and a half. So, probably need to make a few more things and use my time a little bit more wisely. Like making some smaller things I can get done real quickly and get more done. But, I don't know. I just make what I feel like making, and I just don't worry about the rest. So. But, so, put the rest of these away. I have this yarn I want to use up. I have this yarn I want to use up in this challenge. So I'm going to find some stuff to make with this. And then I'm going to make gaiters and frogs. So I'm going to put this one to the side for now because I just don't know what I want to do with that yet. So, but I will update you guys when I have more to show you. Hey guys, I'm officially at the end of the 24 challenge. I did not come back on and update y'all like I should have, and I do apologize. I was doing very good, but towards the end of the week, last week, and I was doing really good, and then this week started, it was not good. But with this 24-hour challenge, I did a lot of things that I had on my market prep list, and I gave myself a lot of leeway in this challenge of things that I wanted to make. How did I want to go about this challenge? So, before we go on, let's go over this challenge and how many full skeins of yarn I went through. Let me sort them. Okay. I went through 5 of the Premier Basics Chenille Brights. So, let me write down my number amount here. Okay. Sorry, I wrote this down to be able to look at it. Okay, so this is 112 yards. So 112 times 5 is 560. So I went through 560 yards of Premier Basics. And the colors: Tangerine, Dusty Lilac. I've had this color for so long. It looked real pretty online, and it was a new color, and I was like, I'll try it and see. And then like I didn't know what to do with it. So I won't be reordering this color unless like I get a specific order for it. But it is a real pretty color. I just don't know if it's something that fits into my, like, of things that I make. Caramel. I used a partial skein of caramel. It was probably about half. I used a full skein of sage. And the tangerine, I don't know if it was actually full or not. I'm gonna say it was half. And then light blue. I used full skein of light blue. Okay. And then I don't have the labels for two of the brunettes. So this brunette I have here is regular brunette. And it's 220 yards. So we're at 780 in yarn uses. This is deep sea. This was a full skein when I started, I believe. Okay. Because I think all of the brunettes are 220 yards. Let me just look at different labels that I have. Yeah, so they're all 220 yards. So another skein color I used was this one. So that's another 220. We're at 1,000 yards of yarn used. I think that was it though. I don't think I used any more. No. So 1,000 worth of yarns. Used 7 skeins. Like, that's pretty good in a 24-hour challenge. So I have those there. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is everything I made in this one color. So let me grab everything I made in this one color. Okay, so and I do have a few whips. So I'm going to minus out what I did not get completely finished. And then that will tell you how much I have in finished product inventory and what I don't. Alright, so I have the rubber duck. This is from Nana's Hook Nook, something like that. I'll have it linked down below for you. Made one of these because you know we got Easter coming up around the corner, so I made one of these. I made a plushie co baby squid, not her mini, her baby. I made 3 of these whales. So I made these 2 first, and then like I got to the skein and I had like just enough to do the bottom, and then like from here to here, that much left. Hang on, I dropped something. I made a spider, a turtle shell, and a snake. So this is one of the things that is not finished. So I'm going to minus that out. So we're starting off with 672 worth of money inventory. So the shell was not counted, so I'm not even gonna, like, I can put it over there for the whips, but it's not like that, it counts. So oh, and I sold the whales for $8. The squid I sell for $25, and the big rubber ducks I sell for $30. Alright. Next thing we're gonna go into is some of these mini moms that I made. Well, where did his tail go? I don't know. Got so much right here. Okay. Alright, so I've got some new ones that I like from Beckmade Studios. Really not going to go into a whole lot of these patterns. But this one is one of her patterns. You know who this is if you've already a Pokemon fan. This was a new one. I really like it. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say to this. It's just nice to work with. We have another one. This one is a whip because he does not have his shell. I have to make that in acrylic. So mine is 22 because I am bumping these up from 20 to 22 because they do take some time and they do take some work. They're not just simple and easy to do. So then I made this guy, which you can know who he is. Like I said, you can definitely tell this is a whip. Sorry, guys. I'm entering the stage of my pregnancy where I'm not sleeping super great. So, sleeping for about 3 hours at a time, and then I'm waking up. And then sometimes I can go right back to sleep. Sometimes I can't. And then when I go back to sleep, I'm sleeping for another 3 hours. Then getting up and going back to the bathroom. So, we have this guy. Okay, so now we're at 613. The designer for these Pokemons is Beckmade Studio, by the way. So, okay, so he is finished. So you can go over there. I'm putting these aside because I'm probably going to go ahead and finish them. Because I have a yarn haul video. I'm going to show you makes that I made this week that I either didn't finish or I did not during the 24-hour challenge. And next thing I have to show you is these. You've already seen these. These are the baby Della ducks and the mallards. Sell these for $32. They're great. They're completely done. Eyes and everything. So then I did some white baby Dellas, and I'm selling these for $30. They have their eyes embroidered and everything, so they're done. And Baby Della Duck is by shopmodthreads. The next we have up is Tice the turtle, and I love these. I love this turtle pattern. It's quick, it's easy, and it's mindless. And it's something I can do at work. It's like I go ahead and prep heads ahead of time, prep the shells, and so then when I'm at work, I can sit there and literally just crochet the shells and the bodies together, and then they're completely done. So I have 3 of these. I have one in the dusty lilac, one in the light blue, and then one in toasted marshmallow. So, as you can see, the deep sea green was a full skein. I do remember now. But, like, I had different projects because I have lots of Bernat, and I like Bernat yarn for the most part. It's just the skeins are so big that they're not like when I want to take stuff to work with me, if I take a skein of Bernat, then like I'm limited on how much else I can bring. So, sorry guys. Okay. Next we have up, this is a new to me pattern. Well, it's a new version that I did. This one, I did it where his head was tilted to the side and his butt's in the air. I think it turned out really cute the way I have him done. I just love him so much. This is a Mom Stitch Eddie pattern. I've made the golden retriever, but I asked my husband which one I should make, and he's the one that suggested the beagle. So that's what we have. I'm gonna charge probably $70 for him. He's not even on my list, so that number is not right. So hang on. But yeah, I love these patterns. They work up super great. I didn't have any problems with it whatsoever. So, okay, I've already shown you these before, but I've got 2 more spiders in light blue and dusty lilac. That is a pattern by my friend Kat. That is Kat's Crafty Crochet Corner. I also made a whale in the light blue. So, this is Channels Crochet on Instagram. It's a free pattern. It's a dolphin pattern, but I just leave the top fin off and make a whole bunch of the whales. And then like I go in and pick which ones I want to be whales, which ones I want to be dolphins. Take my grays and I split them, which ones are going to be sharks and which ones are going to be whales. So, alright. The next thing I have are these gators. This is Hook Crochet Co. on Instagram. This is her pay pattern. Actually, my bad. You can find the post on Instagram. But I sell these non-stop. This is one thing I have trouble keeping in stock, is this. Now I charge $12 for these. And they're all done. Next I have up is a Mom Stitch Eddie pattern. So I have 2 frogs in the deep sea. And for this one, I don't know if you can tell, but I did try a different size eyes than I normally do. I normally do 16 when I do eyes in these. These are 14s. I don't know which one I like better. So, and then I made a frog in the sage. So there's that. I do need to minus out 1 frog because it's not finished. Okay. Now I was so close to finishing this. I thought I was going to be able to get this one done. I have another giant rubber duck. I think this makes 3 or 4 for me now. So, I just have to go back and do the beak, and then this guy will be done. Like I said, I charged $30 for these. have to show you are these Dino loveys. I love this. These are just, they're everything. These are perfect for boys and girls and everything. I am charging $50 for these. I think I said $45 in the beginning, but they are $50. Alright, let's go over numbers. I made $742 if everything was finished. Everything is not finished. So, I have this number here. And I'm not gonna say it. I want to see who can guess how much do I have in finished projects. I told you what was not finished, and I've told you prices. So, if any of you can guess it and leave it down in the comments, I will do a specialty video. Don't know what yet, but I will. This video is going to be super long. I'm so sorry. I will try to add clips at the end. Maria did send me pictures of her 24-hour challenge. Well, she was able to make. So I'll try to add those. Alright, so the next 24-hour challenge will probably be towards the end of the year, and I'm probably going to do it Halloween edition. So yeah. I want to do a minis edition, like little tiny things, like mid-market season, during the summer when I have a baby boy with us. And then I want to do the Halloween. So we will do that. And there is an Easter challenge going on. I've already done my Easter challenge. I'm actually going to finish it up. It's that yellow duck. It is what it is. That and Baby Della. Yep. But anyways, if you like this style video, don't forget to hit the button that looks like this. If you like my content, think about subscribing. And comment down below how much you think I have finished. And how much I have in finished inventory. I'm pretty happy with this number. So, and all of I wrote down everything here. Everything will be listed in the description below, like all the patterns. I will tag the creator. I don't post the links yet, because, you know, sometimes the links don't always work. So, but, I mean, if you need the link to something, let me know, and I don't mind getting that, for you guys. But, I will catch y'all next time. Bye, guys!